there are certain teams that are perennial playoff teams, but they always seem to come up short of the finals. I'm talking about teams like the Warriors, the Grizzlies, Clippers, Portland, Chicago, Indiana. There are clearly a lot of them. But which of those teams do you think can break through this season and make a finals appearance?
I mean, I think a bunch of them you just mentioned with the West, I think Memphis and Golden State would be the two teams at the top of that list. Or the Clippers, are always going to be there. And even though they got off to the slow start, when you have Chris Paul and Blake Griffin, and they've been through these paces, and that's what's interesting about those teams you mentioned is all of them have kind of been through it. They've all knocked on the door, and we know in the NBA you kind of have to bang on that door a few times to get through. But if I were picking one out of that group you mentioned, I think I'd probably go with Chicago, based mostly on conference. I mean, the fact that they play in the East, their road to the conference finals, shouldn't be as difficult clearly as the teams in the West. And the depth they have, the versatility, the emergence of Jimmy Butler as an all-star guard, really, I think makes them probably the team of those that I would pick to go to the finals. But if you put any of those West teams in the East, I'd probably pick them as well.
Lee Jenkins has the cover story about Anthony Davis this week. They're going to start calling him the Nacho Man, Lee. Mark my words. Inside joke. You're going to have to read the article to get that one. We appreciate the time.
Thanks, Maggie. Take care.
All right, let's bring in Matt Dollinger, NBA producer here in studio. Matt, who do you think of those teams that perennially make the playoffs but have not had that finals appearance? Who could break through this year?
I think it's going to be the Warriors. And, the Grizzlies are equally up to the task. They both have 15-2 records right now. But I think Golden State's game just fits better in the postseason. They've got a league-leading defense right now, something they haven't really had in the past. But also their offense is just so much more mature than it used to be. They've got so many more options. It's not just Steph Curry. They're one of the best teams in half-court offense, which is what, playoff series usually come down to. So I really like Golden State's chances of breaking through.